The Galactic Council's victory celebration had lasted 3,000 years. Monuments to their triumph over humanity dotted every civilized world, crystalline spires reaching toward stars that had once trembled at the mention of Earth's name. The human homeworld now served as a memorial park, its surface carefully maintained as a reminder of what happened to species that dared defy galactic order. Chancellor Vex, 9, descendant of the original overlord who had orchestrated humanity's extinction, stood before the Council's assembled delegates on the anniversary of the Great Cleansing. His ceremonial address echoed through chambers that had known 500,000 years of uncontested peace. Today marks another year of cosmic harmony, he intoned, his 6 eyes gleaming with satisfaction. The human plague has been eradicated for 500,000 standard cycles. Never again shall. The words died in his throat as every sensor array in the galaxy screamed simultaneously. They emerged from fold space like ghosts materializing from nightmares, ships that defied every known principle of physics and aesthetics. Where council vessels were elegant curves and flowing lines, these were angular predators carved from dark matter itself. Their hulls seemed to absorb light, making them appear as wounds torn in the fabric of space. Admiral Sarah Chun, 9847, stood on the command bridge of the Prometheus Unbound, her form flickering between solid matter and pure energy. She was no longer entirely human. None of them were. 500 millennia of hiding in parallel dimensions had changed them, evolved them into something the Council's limited imagination couldn't comprehend. Fleet status report, she commanded, her voice carrying harmonics that resonated across 17 dimensions. All 40,000 vessels operation under quantum processing nodes. The Nemesis array is fully charged. Temporal displacement weapons are locked onto primary Council worlds. Sarah's smile was a terrible thing, beautiful and merciless as a collapsing star. The hidden fleet had waited, watched, and prepared. While the Council celebrated their victory over humanity's corpse, the real children of Earth had been busy in the dark spaces between realities. The first strike hit the Council's capital world of Nexus Prime. But this wasn't mere destruction, it was temporal warfare. The planet didn't explode, it simply ceased to have ever existed. Trillions of beings flickered out of reality as causality rewrote itself, erasing their entire species from the timeline. Across the galaxy, panic spread faster than light-speed communication. Council fleets mobilized, but their weapons passed harmlessly through the ghost ships. How do you fight enemies who exist partially outside conventional spacetime? This is impossible. Chancellor Vex, 9, screamed as his flagship's shields failed against weapons that attacked the quantum foundations of matter itself. Humans are extinct. We witnessed their final breath. Admiral Sarah materialized directly on his bridge, her form shifting between the woman she had once been and the transcendent entity she had become. "You killed our bodies," she said, her words carrying the accumulated grief and rage of 500,000 years. "But you never understood what humanity really was. We're not just flesh and bone. We're ideas that refuse to die." The Council's military doctrine, unchanged for eons, crumbled before humanity's evolved warfare. Ships phased through dimensions to strike from impossible angles. Entire star systems were isolated in temporal loops, trapped in moments of eternal destruction. But as the hidden fleet carved through Council's Admiral Torres 6521's voice reached her across quantum channels. "We've received surrender offers from 4,000 Council worlds. They're begging for mercy." Sarah looked out at the stars that had once rejected humanity, now burning with the fires of their own making. The ghosts of Earth had returned, and the cosmos would never be the same. "No mercy," she whispered, remembering every human child who had died screaming in Council bombardments. "They wanted to erase us from history. Now we'll return the favor." The hidden fleet pressed on, carrying the dreams of the dead toward a galaxy that had forgotten how dangerous a cornered species could become.